if they're just gonna put it, how the split is gonna go. If you're gonna put one guy to C and then have a head-on three-man rush towards the other guys and having one go to Alpha, capping that. But it seems like they're taking it quite standard. They're actually going directly for Bravo, and Mim don't really care about these outer flags, and it's kind of taking Dignitas by surprise. And this is a great play by him, but can they make it work for him? Because we do still have Wahlberg here on Bravo securing it, and he's not letting it go. And his guys did manage to secure Charlie, so they're gonna be coming in on the backside here on Bravo, and probably getting these taking these guys out. But the two guys, Giggly and the other Dick Nuri, does get taken out, and Mim are gonna take this Bravo flag. Dignitas are gonna spawn in on this Bravo flag and see if they can recap it. But I do feel that this is, they're kind of collapsing on the flag. They are getting it though, so well done, well done.
Well, we are having 2 flags for what we have here. Dignitas actually at the moment, but they are having one guy. Scythe is about to take that, but we will see Dignitas Nora here trying to repel that, and he actually managed to do that from a great far distance, which means C flag is not going to be neutral at all, and it's going to make their tickets go the other way around. And we see Punch Roll here capping the B, and A flag is now captured also at the same time. So there's not a lot these guys can do at the moment. They are rushing in 3 guys from that side. So we'll see what if Scythe can do anything about it. Gets Nura taken down. Does he have a teammate on the other spot? He does, of course. Flax is defending his left side over here, making sure that he's his buddy is being covered. But we're actually seeing a great play here by Scythe, actually moving on his opponent's 6, and might even be able to help out here, but Henka is already being taken down, but gives a surprise to Wallow here. Great play by Mim. Honestly, that was such a safe and great play. They did manage to get that A flag neutral though, but they aren't capping it right now, but they are doing it at the moment. But we are having a little bit of a sensor over here, but I don't see anywhere these Value is spawning over at the right side. We are having the rest of the guys coming in, so we'll see what Punch Roll can do. Actually might be able to take down 2 guys. Gets Maso taken down, and his other teammates did take the other opponent down over there too. We are having Dignitas Grilly in the middle of it, and these guys, Dignitas is actually, Gugili is actually making a good thing right there, because he made sure that not to die, and he was in the middle, and he would be able to let his team spawn on him, making it a little bit more easier for his team to get around on the map, because as we've said, the spawns are not completely random. There are a mechanic to it, there is a system to it, there is a way to work it out, which is Mim obviously has somewhat figured out, because they knew where Dignitas would actually be coming from. But we are seeing 1 neutral flag here, but Dignitas captured it, and they are on 2 flags right now, and the tickets are fairly even. 20 tickets ahead for Mim.
I do believe though that both teams they have a good idea of how these spawns work at the point in time. But to be honest, sometimes I just think it comes down to, you know, it's a random spawn that just forces your team to collapse on that flag that just got capped basically. And sometimes that's just so punishing for that team. It really is just a slap in their face. And we are, it's so surprising here that Mim are taking that ticket lead here. I mean, even though they did win that second round there, then I do believe the Dignitas they are gonna be looking to really punish these Mim guys here. Obviously.
Yeah, I mean, and guys, just keep in mind, this is a test cup. Everything is allowed to being used, and we've seen that the Ace 23 is at the moment a really favored weapon. But I did manage to get a good look on the AEK on here too, and the Ace ACWR is actually being used right here. We'll see that one go into action. He might be able to take down Punch Roll here and manage to do it, but gets taken down afterwards. He is actually using that carbine on a recon class, so I would suppose there would be a spawn Tux over there at B flag, so that makes him spottable over there. But of course, when you die as a recon with having your gear deployed down, it destroys afterwards when you're dead. So you've got to be a little bit careful with that, because you are making the other area vulnerable for people to go stealth and pretty much just get in there without even being noticed.
Definitely. It is. I would really like to see Dignitas getting that defensive line up that they have been doing so well here in these past maps and rounds, or matches and rounds. But it just really seems like the Mim, I think they figured out the weakness in Dignitas', I don't want to say like strategy, but they found a weakness in Dignitas' team right here, and they're exploiting it quite well. Not to a huge extent where the ticket lead are just going hugely in their favor, but it's slowly getting there.
Well, we just saw Punch Roll taking out 3 guys from Dignitas here, which is a great thing to do, honestly. They might actually be able to keep that C flag right now since they took out those 3 guys. But I mean, that shows you that Punch Roll is not kidding around. I mean, if we take a look at the score here, Dignitas is actually getting really not steamrolled, I wouldn't say, because they're not that far behind in tickets, although it is around 60 now, 50 I think. So, but I didn't actually think they would be that far behind in the kills, actually, because as you see here, 5-14 for Masu, and Henka is on 4-14, but then we see Punch Roll 15-3. That is not a bad score to have, honestly. I know it's not all about the scores, but at the moment, this is heavily favoring from Mim right now, because they are winning the fights.
Yeah, they really are. And it just seems like Dignitas, I feel like Dignitas had it figured out in the beginning. They knew what they needed to do to get the tickets and put the advantage in their hands, and they made good use of it. But now it just seems like the tables have turned, and Mim, it really just, they're pushing Dignitas in a position that they're not really maybe that much used to. So it's quite fun to see it being switched around and seeing this happening.
Agree. I mean, there's a lot of things going on, and Mim, I honestly didn't expect this, dude. I mean, Mim is tearing up these guys exceptional. The only guy with a plus score over there is actually Kukwili, and I'm pretty sure that Maso and Wally were doing pretty well last round. So I guess we could say Dignitas is not in favor for this map, so to speak. At least it doesn't feel like they are. I don't know, man. It just feels a little bit edgy on their side, because Wallow is getting taken down. But wait, is that actually a support? I want to know. No, that was not. Just wanted to see. But Henke is trying to pin them down here on that A flag here, not being able to do, although he is defending it sort of well, having his friends, and the Tux is actually being placed on the right side here. Great job from Wally here. Might actually just be able to put a surprise on Doggy Chan, but Doggy Chan is just reacting way too quickly, and they actually managed to take him out. But all the Mim guys are at A flag right now, which makes a good opportunity for Dignitas to get back in some flags here, which they are tickets. And we will see a firefight by Waffy down here, gets taken down easily right off the bait. Doggy Chan, we want to see this guy, because he's actually tearing up stuff. He gets a right aim on that guy, and the Dignitas Wallow is dead. I mean, I'm going to follow Doggy Chan a little bit more here, because he seems to be dead now. Otherwise, he is doing a really great job, honestly. He was really just tearing it all up. As you see, his score is 26, and the only plus score is still on Kokuli's sides at Dignitas. We are having Nora defend that C flag. Might be able to get that second guy, although gets taken down. But C flag will now be Mims. But we will see a trade here for Dignitas and Mim here. But they get shot from the behind here, so there's not a lot they can do. And we'll see what Scythe can do about the long left corner here. He maybe spotted him, didn't do it. Nora gets taken down though. Great play from Scythe. Gets a guy on the left side, almost takes him out. Actually, that's not a lot of HP back for Henke here. We can just go into third person mode and check this guy out. I mean, this is the kid you pretty much see on every player at the moment, as we are just gonna go quickly through these guys, and you can see they're using the V40 grenades because that's simply just a great thing to have that many grenades. No accessories and standard barrel. Actually, I guess you haven't unlocked the heavy barrel, or is just favored by having the Cobra and angled grip. You know, there are some people out there who favor that way. And we have the muzzle brake. I like the idea of the muzzle not nerfing your gun that much. Actually, just making sure that you're not flashing that much of the flash hider, of the flash that comes from your weapon. I know what you think about that attachment, but I like the idea of it not being absolutely a terrible gun when you have that.
Honestly, I haven't figured out the attachments and so on yet. I'm gonna be looking forward to talking a little bit more here with the comm teams and getting that sorted out, because I've played a little bit of Saul, but I've just been like unlogging a bit here and there. So yeah, it's gonna be fun seeing like what the comm scene actually comes up with in terms of what's viable.
Agreed, man.
What do you take if you're the running gun kind of guy, or what do you take if you're the guy that just pokes from a distance and so on?
Yeah, because I could see the flash hider being used at distance, because you wouldn't have your flash on the gun going all crazy like the. But then at the close range, you probably wouldn't need it because you're that close up in your enemy's face. So we'll see what the pros are gonna be deciding here, because shotguns are really, really good at close quarters, but then again, you are limited only to close quarters. Then there's not a lot of extra things you can do, which is why a lot of people, I think, at the moment are picking out the Ace-23. But we'll soon figure out. I mean, the game has only been out for 1 week, 2 weeks maybe. And, you know, people gotta get into the game, gotta feel the recoil, gotta feel everything pretty much, and really just get that game rolling and get the unlocks going.
Definitely.
As we move on here, 2 tickets back for Dignitas, actually 82 tickets for Mim. That is incredible play by Mim. I mean, honestly, I did not see that one coming. I honestly thought it would be a little bit more close, but 81 extra tickets, I don't know if Dignitas... Honestly, guys, what do you think in the chat? Is Dignitas just playing bad on the locker? The name is of the map is Locker, right?
Operation Locker.
Operation Locker, yeah.
Back here, and I do think that Warburg are screaming on that TeamSpeak at them, and they want to get they really want to get that trophy.
Yeah, and how many rounds are left from this one? Are we having?
There's only one left. So Dignitas, they really need to get this ball going. They're down. Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Pretty much down 80. What is it? 80 something in tickets. So they really need to get this going. They can very much do so. They can take it with 100 tickets, but they really need to step up their game and get the positions and the flag switches and so on right.
Yeah, man, we saw the 3-2 push from A and B. 2 guys went on A and 2 guys went on B and 3 guys on the C. We saw Mim winning that battle though, but they did lose the B flag, so we'll see if Scythe can actually pull that back, and with his body over here on the right side, actually just gets taken down while he spawns. The revive kit just gets right off the bait. A flash grenade actually coming in, I think, and then we have these guys just moving down and capping that B flag right off the bait. But there's no guys defending the C point. We will have Doggy-chan trying to see if he can do something about it. Gets 1 guy taken down, but there are 2 guys coming more up from the hill. He is gonna have a tough time managing to do this. Actually managed to do it, and even the guys on the hill actually went the other way around. So Doggy-chan doing a great and phenomenal job on capping that C flag. We'll see if he can actually even defend this off, but Doggy, although did get taken out, but at that cost, he just took out 3 or 4 players and managed to get some tickets for his team. That's a great play right there.
It definitely is.
So we're moving on the B flag here. These guys punch roll are capping now B flag. We are seeing Waffy in the middle of the map, not sure where he's gonna go now. We'll see soon. He will probably meet Gogili here on the firefight. Actually, Gogili just runs around, but here's the sound, and there goes the spray down on his opponent. Waffy just goes down like it's butter, because the AEK and its rounds per minute I tell you guys, you do not want to get close up with that thing. It tears you apart. Anyways, we are having the guys on A right now being captured well and fine. Nobody's on C and nobody's on A, so the firefight is pretty much happening all over in the middle here. Massive will be moving in now, and we'll see if he can do some sort of damage. It's still a bit spraying down all over the place. Scythe does manage to take down the Scythe and actually punch roll at the same time. I'm taking a look over here at the other side of the map. We are having two guys over here, but the spawns should be different now. So we'll have Mim trying to cap that A flag. Tickets are ahead for Mim at the moment, so we will see a little bit of a difference for the both of the teams here. The tickets are going to be ahead now. Dignitas is trying to move in on that A flag. Might be trying to defend it. I'm not really sure, but we'll soon see what these guys can do. Scythe is actually about to move on their 6th. They won't even notice it, I think, at all. He might just be moving down on to see if he can defend that A flag, but that is already being defended. So we are having Mim in a good position at the moment. They are on 172 tickets, and Dignitas is at 137. We are having Scythe here. I want to go quickly over to that guy, see if we can get some good action here. These guys are so low on health. Managed to take down one guy, and actually throwing an impact grenade though. So that means, of course, when the grenade just hits anything, it would just explode, which was really great for him having that grenade right on that spot, because if it was a V40 grenade, he would have died by that opponent right there.
Definitely, and it seems like, I mean, Dignitas, they can't lose more tickets. If they get below 100, I would say, then it's GG. They really need to get their stuff sorted out, because they need. I would say that they, in the perfect world, they would happily take A and B and let Mim have C, but they really can't find that that little hole in the defenses of Mim, and they can't really exploit anything here. They're just being pinned down, and Mim is just responding perfectly to Dignitas' moves here, and we're seeing Dignitas that are kind of all over, desperately trying to take this Bravo flag, but Mim, they are punishing them every time they move in on that flag.
Yeah, what are the scores from the first map to second map? I mean, how far ahead are Mim at the moment? Because they did lose the first round, but at the second round they did a great job on capturing that. Can you sum up quickly the points from first match to the third one we're on here, or the fourth? Well, of course not the fourth, but yeah.
So Mim is with 94 tickets, and Dignitas got 13. So what's happening here is that Mim is ahead with I mean, what are they ahead with? Little something with like 83 tickets or something like that.
Yeah.
So
Seems about right, man. I mean, 157 tickets for Mim at the moment and 89 for Dignitas. These guys are half away from being losing right now, and they are almost having 3 flags captured at the same time. Dignitas will not, they cannot let that happen at all. Defending C flag very, very well. Punchroll is actually pushing up here a little bit, getting a better advantage point. But Mim is just tearing apart these guys. I mean, we can take a look at the scores again, and who's having the plus score again? Gugili is not on the plus score this time. Nora is actually the one with the best score, so to say. I mean, we got even Walu 113, man. I mean, that is really, really not good. That is hurting a lot. One of your teammates is on 1 to 13. Not saying that, you know, you can have great strategies and stuff like that, but sometimes you gotta need that hardcore aim and really fast reaction time, because if you do not, at the moment Mim is just taking out these guys, not easily, but they are doing the right thing at the moment, as we can see on the ticket count here. Even gets a double kill. I'm not sure what Dignitas is gonna do right now. I mean, what can they gotta win more firefights, dude.
definitely, and it just we've seen the Dignitas. They've been so dominating in the one-on-ones in their previous matchups, and it just Mim Flax's boys here. They're really just putting up a really good fight here, and they're winning most of their one-on-ones here. And Flax is really doing a great job here, 17 to 15. Really good, sick KD, I would say, here in this this matchup, especially when the teams are so skilled, both of them.
Yeah, it's definitely not a. I mean, Mem can still lose this, and as you see there right now, they actually lost all 3 flags, so their tickets are burning down right now.
It's pretty much over here.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, Dignitas is down to 55 tickets now, and in order for them to take the win, they would have they needed at least to win with 100 tickets or so.
Yeah, okay.
So what's happening here is that Mim is the winner of this cup, and congrats, kudos for them. So well done, I would say.
I mean, that was a great play, honestly. I mean, I couldn't have enjoyed it much more, and the tickets were really exceptionally close, I would say. And so, but at the second game, they really lost a lot of tickets to their side, though. I mean, the first game was really close, but then the second round, I think that just hit them too hard, and they were trying to make a comeback, and they almost, I mean, had 3 flags in one go here. I mean, they are even doing it right now, but I'm thinking, even if they probably even know themselves that they've already lost, so might have lost a little bit inspiration or a boost from right now at the moment, so they're feeling a little bit down, I would say. I mean, honestly, I can see why, but I mean, at least they're still putting up a good fight. They're still not giving up, and that's what you gotta do. You gotta keep working on it, because you can always work out the tactics of your opponent while you're playing. Might as well learn something from it. And this is just a test cup, guys, hosted by ESL, and casted by level BF, and we are actually it's a test cup, which means testing things, making sure everything works out. We had actually one crash with the game crash, and a few other issues here and there. The layout and the spectator mode needs a little bit of fixing. For example, I would say one of the fixes that would be needed is actually this flashing noise thing they got on the little minicam here, and the fade in and fade in and out is just not good, because I'm missing out a lot of great moments. I mean, I want to be quick, I want to be switching around here. As you see right now, I'm already losing a little bit of footage right there. These guys are doing such a great job at killing each other. Gets a revive on his friendly there, but we'll see a great one-on-one with punch roll versus Wallow here, but gets taken down almost immediately. There were no way he would gotten that one saved out. So Henke is getting taken out here on 2, so A flag will now be on the Mims side here pretty soon. So I mean, what do you think of the game, man? I mean, I think there are some fixes that needs to be done about the spectator.
You mean about? Oh yeah, there's some. Obviously, I think I do believe that. I mean, the netcode needs to be optimized a little bit more. Some minor bugs need to be fixed. But in generally, I do like this game mode. And in terms of the match here, I think it's kind of. It's been so even, and Mims they've just gone that little tiny extra mile, and that's just securing them the match here. And if we're seeing the other bracket here, looking at the bracket, UMOV beat Epsilon with 2 tickets, something like that. It was a minor ticket win, and the same thing happened when Mim played UMOV. So when looking at the top teams right now, it really is all up for grabs in the next cups coming up here. And in the Gopher Cup that we are going to be streaming here on Sunday, we will definitely see these teams bringing it a little, bringing it a bit more, because now they've been through this test cup, they've got some good experience, and the gameplay will definitely be a lot better from all the teams, just because they've been through this now one time.
Yeah, you know, even learning the map is so important, getting the right spots, and even in Battlefield 4 there is destructible environments, so you can even destroy your opponent's cover to begin off with to get a great start, and then you could actually be able to lock down your opponent pretty well with some good spots. So there's a lot of damn things you can do. I mean, even blowing up the wall, as you see here on the right side, making it much more vulnerable for that guy to be in that cover. So there's a lot of things that needs to be looked into, a lot of things that needs to be taken care of from the pro side of it, because there's a lot of advantage points they can get. And I mean, honestly, you could do so much more right now than these guys are doing right now. I'm sure Mim and Dignitas will bring their A game to a next level of A game, so to say.
Well, I mean, the tickets are so close here. Dignitas, they did a nice comeback here. They did drain a lot of tickets here, but the game was decided a long time ago here. Kudos, congrats to Mim winning this first cup, and I did not actually see this coming.
No,
Mim,
same here, man.
I did expect Mim to get far in this cup, but I did not expect him to take it. My bets were in between Dignitas, Yumov, and Epsilon. But it's actually, I'm happily surprised here because I love seeing the underdogs. Not that Mim was really the underdog, but
No, but they definitely surprised us.
Exactly, and I love these surprises in comp play. I love it, and I hope you guys have loved it as well.
Yeah.
So Mim going away from this match with 120 tickets to Dignitas 13, and what a match we've seen here today. And kudos for Mim again to taking the first